welcome to Monday Mentor. The frame of Monday Mentor is clearly in preparation and awareness, consciousness, and in presence, aware of your aliveness. As I frame that up, I'd like you to put your attention on your breath. Just watch it, put awareness on it. And as you do that, just notice the aliveness and bring your attention to your body. Bring your attention to any sensations, tingling, any temperature, awareness, sensations, emotion, and just notice aliveness with awareness. And as you breathe or be breathed with awareness, just notice there is a facilitation of that aliveness at a deeper level. It is an extraordinary thing, and we can disappear into that extraordinariness of the cause and where that's coming from, and that we're a part of it. But just notice the breath, and as you watch it with awareness, just take control of it and bring it in probably 5 seconds, out 5 seconds, and just take control and then let it go again and watch it. And notice that it's a very taken for granted faculty of being us. And yet it facilitates prana, chi. Prana is meant to be consciousness, awareness, the divine, the awareness, wherever that is for you in your philosophy. Just notice it and be aware that you are connected to it. You are connected to this infinite life force, and that you can facilitate it consciously by breathing consciously, and or just watch it, be aware, or you can forget it and it will still facilitate your aliveness. Your mind is the same as you notice it. You'll notice the thoughts coming and going if you haven't gotten to stillness yet. And you'll notice they'll come and they'll go and they'll chop around and they'll mix and they'll be relevant and irrelevant and distracting and or very attractive. And you can just let that be. You can let it just flood you with drama and distraction, or you can take control, like the breath. You can take control and influence it with aliveness. With awareness, you can come into each area and influence it. You've got a body you're sitting in, and it'll just do. It'll do its biological mechanism. It'll do its chemistry. It'll do all of that. And or you can influence it. You can choose what you eat. You can influence its aliveness. You can get up and move the body around. You can take it left or right. You can climb or sit or descend. You can move it. It's for there as a tool. It's marvelous. And your breath is a tool. And your body's a tool. And your mind's a tool. And your consciousness and awareness and where you put your attention is a tool. And you can use the tool with aliveness and presence and joy and appreciation and cause and influence beyond your body. You can influence others with your voice, with your movement, with your emotion, with your attention. You can influence them by listening to them with enormous attention, deep attention. Or you can communicate and gather attention and influence meaning, agreement, disagreement. And so as you notice, you're at cause. And as you do that and watch that breath and take control again, start to bring some breaths in a circle through the mouth or the nose, it doesn't matter, and just cause a different chemistry, because you're causing chemistry. And you all know this. As you breathe in and breathe out, you're causing a difference, your movement, a chemical change, oxytocin, pH balance, all of it, adrenaline. You can cause it. It's marvelous because you're at cause. And if ever you decided in some strange moment of belief that you lack control of your life, you don't. It's not true. You can let go and allow life to control you and be pushed around. Or you can control, but you don't lack control. You absolutely are at control. And as you notice it this morning, here we sit on a Monday, and we sit in the sequence of time, the segments of weeks and days, and we use our, as I rave on often, the symbolism of number 7. The reason I do it is, the reason I repeat it, is because it's so incredibly important. And we can forget and take for granted that we're part of something extraordinary, extra magical, extra mystical, extra ingenious. And you're it. You bring that uniqueness. I also repeat that you're a unique DNA, 1 in 8 billion and more. As you look at that and notice that means something. Your uniqueness, your frequency, your unique perspective, your way of seeing things, your quirkiness. It's a uniqueness, it's a gift. And in amongst it, there are gifts for you to discover. And you know that if you pour your attention and your control into areas, you appreciate them, you grow them, you increase their resonance, you increase their performance as you breathe. You are at cause, you are ingenious, you are individualized connection with divinity, with the infinite consciousness of it all. And whatever you believe around that and your ideas, all good. Just notice though, that you are connected to something considerably, extraordinarily greater. And you breathe, the air breathes the plants. That you breathe, the air breathes the insects, the plants, the animals. Life oxygenates water, oxygenates food. And just notice the magic you're part of. And why is that important? Because here we are in the moment. First time we've been here, first time we've been in this moment. Any of you, it's the furthest you've been in your life, in your existence. It seems funny, but if you're sitting in your moment, just for a moment, just be aware of what's around you, what you've accumulated, who you've become, what you believe, the noise, how you use control to date, how you facilitate it, and just notice it in the results you get. Without judgment, just notice them. And notice now you're at a clean slate, a beginning, the beginning of today. It's an amazing thing. And as I say that now, take some big breaths. The Wim Hof, go into the 30 breaths. And you know when you get to the 30 or 40, you hold on the out breath. All technology, all control, all managing life force, managing prana, chi, managing energy, managing light, managing consciousness. Why? Because why waste it? You are aliveness, you are unique, you are gifted. And as you pour your giftedness into your purpose or into your day, into your intention, into just being, you affect the space. You're not affected. It's amazing. You're beautiful and amazing. And any time you decided that is not true, that you lack something, all you're doing is lacking control, lacking taking responsibility to take control of what we're talking about. And then you'll get that result, which will be less resonant, less harmonious, less powerful, less beautiful, less abundant, because you can allow it to fall to its order. In the nature of things, it's fine. But if you want extraordinary, if you're in a position as a being to influence it, to cause it, to increase it, you can do that from any position, with any situation you have, any accumulation you have, any circumstance. You can influence it, change it, transform it. Sometimes immediately, by changing your mood or your response, or being quiet for a moment and listening, or paying attention, or stopping a minute, or by doing a different action. You can change it in the moment. But you also can influence and change and allow time and the change, the influence to join in the consciousness of it all, and notice that it will transform over time. Amazing. So you can cause in the moment, immediately, and you can cause an influence and cause a wave to go out. And you know this through Bucky Fuller's wisdom and research with precession. Dropping a little stone at 90 degrees into a pond and watching the ripple go out 360 degrees in every direction. And as you influence, as you bring yourself to each moment, you do that, you send ripples. And as you consciously do it, your ripples are connected and they're in harmony, they're aligned, and they influence in an aligned way. And you are sitting there just watching as you breathe out, as you just go and just blow a feather or something. You cause. As you speak, you cause. You influence. Your voice the tone, the words you shape, the way you connect the words to influence meaning, to help someone see something or recognize something differently, something they might have missed, to help them, to support them, but so much more. And as you notice it, you're important, you're meaningful, your breath, your voice, your movement, your presence is incredibly meaningful, and it influences at 360 degrees all the time. So as you bring consciousness to it, and we choose Monday Mentor as a place to choose to consciously sit still and bring our consciousness with others into intention, into awareness. Wow, taking control of it. And now breathing again, a Wim Hof breath. Taking them through and getting to that hold and sitting in stillness. And imagine a speck, an influential speck, a being, bringing consciousness like that into your intention, and then sitting in a room like this with others with same intention, maybe different focuses, but the resonance is aligned, it's harmonious, it's cognizant, it's beautiful. It's like an orchestra playing, each instrument playing its part. Wow, a combined integrated intelligence, connected, supporting each other, listening, joining, connecting, collaborating, causing, influencing. You are not alone. You are significant. And I choose to tell you a little story from the weekend, which is amusing and it connects with what we're talking about here. So as you follow those breaths, just keep them going and hold, breathe and hold, and then breathe in and hold, and do that, and just keep going and bring your awareness alive. And as I share a story, we were sitting having a coffee on a Sunday morning, and there was a man with another dog. We have little Coco, the dog, with another dog. And we said hello, and the dog said hello. And we got talking, and he was a baby boomer, and he was fun, and we were joking and laughing about stuff, about life. And he was saying, did you know that your dog is out of fashion now? And I said, no, it wasn't important to me, but do tell. And he said, oh, he said, yes, it's a very trendy thing now. And they've even got dogs where you pay $9,000, $10,000 or more. And they are certain types of sheepdog mixed with a poodle, noodle, gadoodle, whatever it is. And they are very special. And you have to qualify to be able to have one. You have to go and you have to put in your application. And I just thought marketing and identity and the dance humans plays and the things that we make important to identify ourselves. When I walk down the street and I've got my trendy dog, I feel more important about myself, more aligned, more acceptable. But then we've done it with rocks. There was this particular rock. You might know it. It's not Ayers rock, but it's a golden rock. And you can melt it and do all sorts of tricks with it. But we decided what it means and we given value to it and it becomes gold. And or one that's shiny and transparent and it's diamond and we add value to it. It's meaningless. It's valueless apart from its biological, geological, beautiful nature. It's natural nature. Indeed, it is so valuable. But we add value to things. And we have to be careful. We add values to the label of a clothing, and we add value to the idea of a car we're driving to add to ourselves because we think we lack something. And as you consider this, when I have to add Coco, I was talking to Coco last night about this and saying, you add value to me, but I add value to you. And together we are already enough, but I enjoy you in my life, my little friend. And some people think you've gone out of fashion and some people think you're cute. And it doesn't really matter, does it? So as we consider our trinkets and our measures and our ideas of labels and what we use to embellish ourselves, be careful. Because when you embellish yourself through a thing, you're questioning your value as a being. And your value as a being is infinite, priceless. 1 in 8 billion. An incredible being, beautiful, extraordinary, in your own unique way. When we go comparing each other, you've got a better body than me, you've got a better this, you're smarter, I'm not, you're sexier, I'm not, you're this, I'm that, you've got a label, title, and I haven't. All of that, we start to pull away from the essence. So as you sit here on this Monday and contemplate my ravings, each of you have evolved, and as you look at that, now connect with your control. You have caused it all, each of you, through taking control of a space. And as you focused your control of that space, you influenced it to cause your flow, your abundance, what you have that benefits you, but also the difference you make to others. You're here to serve, but you're also here to benefit. There's a reciprocation in the law of reciprocation. You're here to serve. You're here to give, to help others, to give them a hand, not to beat them, not to beat them down, not to push them out of business, to hurt them. You're here to cooperate and help each other build extraordinariness. You can healthily compete and say, oh, I got you this week, but not to hurt someone, not to put them down, not to put them out of business. Not to screw their world up, not to hurt them. That's not it. It's to use our intelligence to cooperate and build together the most extraordinary humanness. Take electricity and transform it. Take energy and transform it. Flying cars, electricity, engines and engineering, health, genetics, robotics, design, glass, buildings, pretend timbers. Wow, check us out, flying through the air, traveling to different countries, experiencing each other, not warring, going, how do you eat food? What do you do? How do you eat that? When do you do that? How do your prayers work? What do you believe in? What's that funny drink? Oh God, how could you eat that? That's amazing. I never thought of eating that. That's weird. Joining each other and then connecting and saying, how can we do things together? How can we do business together as a human race? How can we help the animals? How can we help the planet? How can we make it amazing even more? That's what you're here to do. You're here to cause that. And then to benefit and enjoy each other's work and the beautiful things that get brought into our life to use. Cars, food, beautiful homes to live in, travel, clothing, boats, planes, on and on. It's amazing. You're in a huge creative space. You don't lack anything. You don't lack anything. You're not here to compete and say, I've got more than you and you got more than me and I'm inadequate. You're here to create and use your genius, to dance, to play, to learn, to influence, to help, to give someone a hand, to put your hand out and say, can I help you? Do you need help? Can I be there for you? Are you okay? Hey, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? Would you teach me, please? Would you show me how to do that? I don't know how to do that. Would you teach me, please? Show me. I want to be as good as you at it. So as you watch, as you dance, as you play, come into Monday now. Here we are, Monday. And notice that you have used up this calendar year to some degree, where it's moving into completion. You've begun this day, and it's the early part of the day, and you're entering it to bring it to completion. You've traveled your years on the earth, and you've traveled and completed days, years, months, on, and you bring it to completion, and you bring it to completion, and you evolve through childhood, and you evolve through adolescence, and then you evolve through young adulthood, and then adulthood, and you go through, and you influence, and you complete, and you influence, and you complete, and then you become. And as you become, you sit still and look and check your becoming, your statesman, stateswomanship. What am I like to be with? How am I helping? How am I influencing? Have I become a little selfish? Am I a little bit all about me? Do I think I'm not worth anything? Do I not count? Do I decide that I don't count? Far out. So as you realign it now on the Monday, and look, you're incredible and beautiful, and you're part of a very unique group on the planet that get together and do rituals, breathing, mindset, meditation, realigning their thinking, preparing for their week because they realize that they are gifted and they want to get the best result. And of course, have a great life, lifestyle, abundance, flow, travel. Wow, choices. So wonderful. Through your giving, through your contribution, through your helping, you will cause abundance and flow in your life as well. And joy. So as you now pay attention and run another big breath, let go of the pain of the past, let go of all the learning curves, let go of all the falls and crashes and learning and bruises and scratches and little scars and all the shit. Let it all go and take the learnings and bring them into this moment now sitting here. Let go of the pain. Fuck. Let go of the pain. You don't need it. Just take the learning. Gather the learnings and add them to your wisdom. And then look at this week ahead of you and go, I'm going to pour myself into this week with intention. And I'm not going to be so interested in what I cause. I'm going to be interested that I cause. Every moment of my being, my breath, my walk, my saying hello to somebody in the lift, or waving, or saying hi, or listening, or concentrating and focusing on my immersed task. Caring, being kind, supporting, being powerful. And the repercussions, money, flow, health, radiance, joy, appreciation, gorgeous things. Yeah. Get the humanness. Go to all the way across the world, go to Italy, talk some Italian, have fun, eat pasta, drink spritzers, look at some statues, check it all out, and come back to Australia. I'm going to New Zealand, hop on a little piece of metal, fly around. How cool's that? We're part of something extraordinary. And as you look at your week now, in the increments of 7 days, if you feel resistance from, oh, I'm tired, or oh, it's too hard, or I don't know what to do, just feel it and look at it and breathe into it. Don't accept it. Don't accept anything that lacks anything. Finest food, oysters. Yeah. How blessed are we all? So as you recognize your life and this week, choose this week, look at it, and now look out to next Monday. And imagine standing there, future pace yourself, travel out and stand there and look at the result and just go, I kicked that week. I gave everything to it. I wasn't fanatical or fundamentalist. I was just in. I owned it. I was in. I said yes, but my yes filled the cup. It wasn't a yeah, sure, yeah, I'm in. Yeah, great. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm in. I'm going to go for it. You said I'm in. I choose. I'm actually going to give everything of myself to this. I'm going to completely immerse myself. I'm going to be so present. I'm going to listen to people like I've never listened before. I'm going to immerse myself in my work like I've never done before. I'm going to dive in and just be in being my humanness and bring all of what I've already learned to it. I'm going to have an open mind to learn more. And I'm going to breathe into it. And I'm going to cause the most extraordinary week. Not because you have any more. You might have something more. You might have increased money. You might have, that's great. But the more is to, I experienced more. I was aware. I was alive. I touched it. I breathed it. I felt it. When you eat something, taste it. Swirl the juices in your mouth. Flavor. Feel the texture. Sip the wine or the water and go, wow. Like really explore. Increase your sensory awareness and go, I miss all this every week. I forget to look at the sky, I'm so busy. I forget to appreciate a bird tweeting, I'm so distracted. So be aware what you're part of. You're hurtling through space at 700,000 kilometers an hour on a rock. It's fucking amazing. And it's in position, it stays in position. What the fuck? And then there's others flying around it, the moon, the sun, all the others in the galaxy. Holy shit. Like, it's extraordinary. You watch birds fly in formation. It's amazing. And we're sitting here, just to remind you, in virtual reality. Who would have thunk it? We're sitting in virtual reality. Some of you are in other towns. Sometimes people are in other countries, other time zones, and we're still sitting here in this moment in different time zones. Wake up and have a look. Go, holy shit, there is some insane stuff going on. Now bring your breath into a gentle breath. Your consciousness, you're amazing. You're fabulous. You're intelligent, smart, capable. And whatever, and just let me say this with positivity, whatever obstacles you have to meet this week, walk in with curiosity. There's an obstacle. What do I do here? You'll find if you pay attention to it, if you learn it, figure it out, ask for help, figure it out, climb it, walk on, I don't know, whatever, explore it. You will grow. And if you already can figure it out with your current faculties, then recognize yourself for your capability to overcome what appears as impossible, difficult. They're gifts to grow us like weights in a gym. They're resistance, obstacles, problems. If your business is in a difficult moment, then look and go, okay, what do I want to cause? Bring your awareness to it. Ask for help if you need to. And then choose to bring it to the layer you choose, to the evolvement. And then go, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? How do I need to think differently? What do I need to decide? Because you can have what you want. That's the design. You can have it, but sometimes the obstacles require you to overcome impossible. It's insanely fabulous. It's all there to support you. It's all there to guide you. Can't teach a good sailor in a calm sea, remember? So as you do this, heading into this week and looking at the events, so as we check the space, and I know you're building a great world and you're getting ready to launch into your journey. I'm so conscious of you doing that and so proud of you guys. So as you look at that, just notice you're in position. The position is Monday. It's what, 20 to 8 on Monday morning. And you're in a position, you're here now. And choose. So I want you to sit for a second and just choose and make a decision about immersing in this week. Just 1 week. And if it's too much, bring it to 1 day. Just 1 day, I'll do it. Just go, I'm going to give it all my consciousness, all my awareness, all my sensory acuity. I'm going to breathe into it. And then imagine breathing into your decision. So put your consciousness on your breath and just breathe it in. I'm going to say this to you as you breathe it in. A number of years ago, you were born into this time, into this realm. You turned up. You facilitated and traveled 3 trimesters as a little being. And then the time came when you decided, to facilitate being born, to come out into this space. And you came out as a unique creature, and you entered a set of circumstances, and you had a body, and you had noise, a voice, you had bodily functions, you had senses, but you didn't have any control. Not really. You hadn't mastered any of it. So the circumstances you came into, be it they poverty, be it they violence, be it they beauty, be it whatever it is, you came in and you met those circumstances, and you negotiated survival to get through the circumstances and to realize your potential. You had to learn to use the body. You had to learn to use the voice to get what you want, to influence, to cause. Very hard just to yell and scream every time you want something. Some adults still do it. And notice you had to take control of all sorts of things, learning to eat, learning to hold a utensil. And then you went to the playground with other kids and learned to negotiate. A very cruel, difficult, challenging space, but you figured it the best you could. Then you came into young adulthood, and that's a very complex space because hormonally you're going through a lot, you're identifying, and you're starting to individualize. You're starting to become dependent in your thinking. You start to push back on your parents. You start to question, challenge, consider, come to your own conclusion. Sometimes you get a little overzealous and you go out thinking you've got more control than you have. And you fall or hurt or get yelled at or go into conflict with your parents. And then you come into young adulthood and you go out on your own and you're taking more control each time. And then you go out into that and you cause, you create, you choose sometimes you choose your work, you choose your direction, your immersion, what you want to learn, you choose your journey, you start to immerse and go into that journey. With more skill, you can control your voice, your word power is considerably more sophisticated. Your ability to use your body is more sophisticated. You've played sport, you can throw a ball, you can catch, you can do things that are quite spatially challenging. And you start to learn them to nature, to where you become habituated and skillful. But of course, you come right through to now, sitting in this room, this virtual room, and you've learned a great deal, but you still have areas that you can learn to take control of more. You've taken control of many things, and I'm so extraordinary. But to take control of breath, to take control of the mind, the chatter, to take control of emotion, like big call, to learn emotion and management under pressure, staying still when you want to scream, run, yell, hit, attack, fight, flight, to stay still. It's really hard when someone says stay still, when there's a big bear looking at you, don't run, and he stands up and he's 12 foot tall and he's hungry. And you go, just stand there. And you go, yeah, good on you, dude. That's what life can be like sometimes. You stand there and there's this big bear looking at you. And you want to run. You want to scream. You don't know what to do. Or you just run in circles or you sit there like shivering. Whatever it is. But you've been through those over and over again. So as you sit here now, I want you, with consciousness, sitting here on Monday Mentor, to look at this week coming and choose to take control more of emotion, breath, response, listening, the words you choose, and where you pour your attention and action. Try and line them up. Try and line up your words, your action, your breath, your emotion. They're in agreement so they flow. And then bring that into the room of life each day and do your work. On that note, you're amazing. Today, I want you to just go into holding where you are, the stillness. Go to your day. If you need anything, ring me. It'd be amazing. Go bring your focus.